Good evening and happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down. I am your host, Miss Aaron Bull, also the host of the Beacon of Truth podcast. I hope you all had a great week. I had a pretty good week. Um, as always, y'all know it's just me. I ain't finna be here for long, but a couple of things to discuss, and then I'll be out your way. Um, so this week's topic is evaluating your circle. Yeah. So, hold on, let me get on my right screens, y'all. Hi, Courtney Jones. Hello, cousin. Hello. Um, so I kind of ran into some snags in the wedding planning process this week. So, we are now about 5 months out from our wedding, which is April 30th of next year. I'm still excited about it, still looking forward to it, but now I'm super anxious. Back in about February, I hired another cousin of mine who is a wedding planner, and I thought that I was kind of on cruise control. But as it turns out, 5 months out, I still have a lot of boxes unchecked and a lot of things that I kind of have to take control of. So yeah, we're working on that. Working on that, but we'll get it together. But my point about evaluating your circle is pretty much when once I set the date for the wedding, and I talked to V, and we kind of decided that we were going to have a wedding. What I should have done that I did not do was evaluate my circle. And this is not a knock on them, but this is, I guess, I won't say evaluating, but assessing my circle. That's what I should have done. I should have assessed my circle. Um, so pretty much when I got ready to plan this wedding, if I couldn't name people that I know have expertise or experience in certain areas, anything regarding a wedding, I should have reconsidered either planning the wedding or planning it to the scale of which I have so far. Because from the jump, I was in over my head when it came to wedding planning. Cause yeah. So this will be my third marriage and my first wedding. So I have zero experience with any type of wedding planning. I think I have been in only one wedding, and that is that was my aunt's wedding. So I want to say I was like 13, 14 years old or something like that. I don't know, Courtney. How old was I when when your parents got married? I don't know. But, yeah, so I don't have any personal experience with, wedding planning, and all of the formalities that come with that, and I don't have a lot of people in my circle that do. So that puts me into a position to either have to rely on somebody else to make it happen for me, or I better learn quick. I don't know. But, also with that, I have also canceled my 40th birthday celebration. I think I talked about doing, a housewarming birthday party or whatever. My birthday is at the end of this month. I will be 40 on November 27th. Okay. Cash app. I am Aaron Bull. I don't know. People do that for their birthday. I don't know. Y'all can cash app me if you want. But, instead, I'm gonna do just a quiet celebration at home. I may have a Mortal Kombat tournament, may do that, but, uh, my circle is small, kinda intentional, but when you have a small circle, it also kinda, limits your network. So that's something to think about if you wanna be an introvert like me. 'Cause now I'm trying to plan these big events, and I don't have experience with it, and I don't have a lot of people in my circle that do. So, yeah, just, keep that in mind when you're planning things. But, and just for my circle and, of course, a lot of my circle watches, this show. This is not a knock on anybody or a diss or anything like that except for my wedding planner, okay? But for anybody else, it's not. It's just that I should have assessed my circle ahead of time before I jumped in over my head with this wedding planning thing. So I'm kinda backpedaling and scrambling a little bit, but we're gonna get it together. We have some things, in the works. We have a lot of the major pieces, like bride and groom, all right, and a minister. And we have a venue, a DJ, and a photographer. And I think we're down to 3 bridesmaids. One of them dropped out already. And so far, we still have 4 groomsmen. I don't know. But our parents will be there. So it's still going to be an exciting event. And I am still just ready to go. I'm ready to get it over with. But as far as me and V go, we were absolutely fine. There's no issues in the marriage piece of it. It's just some little snags in the wedding. But nevertheless, as long as he shows up, I'll be all right. But nevertheless, um, what else? So let's get into the other parts of the show. First of all, y'all already know we have to send a special shout out to the Atlanta Braves, who clinched their 4th World Series championship this week. There's a parade. Actually, they had so special. They had 2 parades, one in downtown Atlanta, and then one in Cobb County, where their new stadium is. Um, Obviously, a great deal for the city, an exciting event, and I didn't participate in any of it. I was at work, but I did see the game, which was amazing. Um, what is his name? Jorge Soler. I think he was the first one to hit the home run in the game. He knocked the ball so far out of the park, it went to an apartment party that was going on behind the stadium. Okay, so when you saying knock it out the park, yeah, he did that. But shout out to the Atlanta Braves. Hopefully they can bring that spirit of winning to the city, and some of our other teams, Falcons, can embrace that and understand how much us ATLians really do love our team, and we definitely love celebrating. So yes. Like I said, this was their 4th championship. The years that they have won the World Series is 1914, 1957, 1995, and 2021. Shout out to the Braves. Chop on, baby. And some fun facts about this season. So the Braves won 44 games prior to the All-Star break, 44 games after the All-Star break, and during the World Series, there was a total of 44 home runs scored. So perhaps that was Hank Aaron carrying us. I don't know. That was number 44, in case you didn't know, Mr. 715 himself. But all right. Next. Let me see if I can navigate. Y'all know I'd be struggling with this navigation thing. Okay. All right. So Halloween was last Sunday. And we had a ton of candy left over. These are pictures of the amount of candy that we had left. I think we only had 2 sets of trick-or-treaters the whole time. I was at work anyway, but, Babe was certainly not disappointed with the lack of trick-or-treaters, because he rated like, that red bowl, he cleared that out. He got all the chocolate out of there and literally sat in the floor or on the couch for 30 minutes going through getting all the candy that he can stand. How much candy did y'all have left? Or was that everywhere? Oops, sorry. I gotta stop doing this. Wait a minute. Let me put it right here. Was that everywhere? Did y'all have a lot of candy left over? Because obviously we had a lot. I still have candy here. All right. So sorry about it being fuzzy, but whatever. Debate question. Dear group, I recently went on a date with a nice woman. We had dinner, drinks, and a great conversation. As the waiter brought our bill, my date asked me could I buy 2 takeout dinners for her kids. I said no because I don't even know her kids. She had an attitude for the rest of the night, so I cut the date short. Question: was I wrong for not buying dinner for the kids I never met? I reworded that because y'all, the question says, was I wrong for not buying her kids I never met dinner? So I'm going to rephrase it so it makes sense. Was I wrong for not buying dinner for her kids I never met? And was she asking for too much too soon? What y'all think? So if you is a guy supposed to buy dinner for a woman's children on the first date? Is that normal? I don't know. Y'all men out there dating single moms or single moms, is that an expectation that y'all have? Mhm, mhm. Oops. All right. At one point or some point, I'm gonna stop moving this thing during the show, but it ain't gonna be this time. Oops, say that I got on too much. All right. So for your black fact this week, it is Ronald McNair. In 1959, police were called to a segregated library when a black 9-year-old boy trying to check out books refused to leave after being told the library was not for black people. The boy, Ronald McNair, went on to get a PhD in physics from MIT and became an astronaut. That library that refused to lend him books is now named after him. And this is Ronald McNair, who passed away in the Challenger explosion in 1986. I believe was the Challenger explosion. And fun fact, Ronald McNair is actually a family friend, almost like an uncle uh, to us. Um, his brothers and my dad grew up together in Kingstree, South Carolina. So, although he was like 5, I mean, I was like 5 when the accident happened. I did know him, and I still know his brothers. That's my uncle Eric's brother. Alrighty, like I said, y'all, I ain't gonna Oh, she said no link to join. Oh, I don't know. I hadn't been dropping the link. Y'all don't come and talk to me no more. Let me stop sharing this. Bring it back to me. I will go ahead and drop the link. Paste. Do. Let me. Where's my whole music? All right, that's my whole music. And that's up. I done dropped the link and you ain't click. Let me see if I had some other fun facts. There was something. General Colin Powell was laid to rest during a ceremony yesterday as well. I don't know if you had a chance to see that, but it was definitely an inspiring service. I did catch a little bit of that while I was at work. All right, we have a guest. Welcome, welcome. Hi, ma'am.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
Like I'm here, I can see myself in. Yeah, we actually in the dark, so I know you ain't gonna be able to see me. But we was just me and my hubby was actually just discussing the whole thing about the paying for the kids thing. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I would say honestly, mm, no, because it's like you on a date with somebody, and so to me personally, it's like it's kind of like mixed emotions.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he would because of course you already know when you're dating somebody. See, he just said that's. I don't know if y'all can hear you.
No.
Hey, brother. I don't know if y'all can hear you, but he was just like saying that it's pretty much given.
I mean, and you know, one because I know Jermaine, so that does not surprise me. But obviously he's not average. But and I also think that it is kind of assuming. Now, I get that when you're dating a single woman, I mean, a single parent, that you know you have expectations that they're going to have obligations to their children, and they're kind of a package deal. But the children are not on the date, and I would like if I was a single mom. I wouldn't ask him to pay. I'd be like, you know, "Hey, I need to order some food for my children," you know, with
Right.
the full expectation of me paying for that. Now, I would take some, you know, and even if let's say we were on a date and he wanted to go someplace else after, I would probably order the food for my children, drop it off, and then we can carry on with the rest of the date or something like that. But I don't know about having the expectation for him to pay. off the muscle on first date. Now we're just getting to
Exactly.
know each other. Now,
Hmm.
down the line, yeah,
Right. And I think that was my biggest thing. Jermaine is like, oh yeah, that's giving. Shoot, you taking a kiss. And I get, he has a heart of gold. I think with me as just being a woman, before I go on a date, I'm gonna make sure my kids are set.
right.
So I'm gonna make sure my kids are fed, my kids are taken care of before I go on a date. So that would be one thing I don't have to worry about is my kids eating after me. I want to make sure my kids are taken care of fully before I get taken care of.
And, I mean, I could see her posing the question kind of maybe as a test or not even really a test, but to see what he's willing to do or not. But to have an attitude because he won't take care of the children and he barely knows you, I don't know about that. Now, if this was like second or third date or we'd been dating for a while and then, she asked him, "Oh, okay, well, bye, Courtney." But if if they had been dating for a while and then she asked, I wouldn't see an issue with that, or I would see a reason to get an attitude if he wouldn't pay for it then. Like, we're in an established relationship or at least a situationship. Okay, so you ready to come back now?
No, it froze up on my end. Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, okay. But did you hear what I was saying?
Yes, because you're playing on the TV too. So
Oh,
you're
okay.
actually on the TV and you're on my phone.
Cool, cool, cool. Let me get them views, shawty.
Yeah, we got the date night going on. But I think, I think just all in all, it's all, every individual is different. Like if it was me, of course, and I was the other way around, I would probably, possibly pay for it. Because, with me, with children involved, I got 10 god kids. So, I take care, make sure they're taken care of first and foremost. But, for the most part, it's just all on the individual, what you want. But I'm gonna definitely make sure as a parent, you should make sure your child has already ate before you go out and eat.
Yeah. Or at least has the means to, or maybe, if it was like a lunch date or, you're going on a date at like maybe 6 or 7, I don't see anything wrong in getting something to go for the children. I just think that expectation for him to pay is a bit much again on the first date. And it kind of
Right.
sets the tone that, not only, I mean, it kind of comes across like you're already going to be a burden. I hate to say that, but because you already expected him to pay for you, and now you're gonna expect for him to pay for your children, and that might change his ability to take you out on dates more often because now, let's say even if he is like, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and buy dinner for your children, then he probably is gonna have the thought in his mind like, okay, every time we go on a date or at least to a restaurant, I'm gonna have to pay for kids meals too. So that
Right.
changes, your budget for the date.
Right. Right. I think that's true. I definitely agree with you on that because I think you gotta work up to stuff like that, especially like if you're not introducing the kids, like why should you be reliable to pay for somebody else's? Why should you be reliable to pay for your kids' food?
Right.
Now, if we all went out together as a, you bring your kids along, then I mean your kids, and that's fine. But if your kids at the house and you know, who's to say I'm paying for somebody else's food? Like how do you know it's your kids' food that I'm paying for?
Right. And of course, we're extrapolating stuff from just a post. But what if it was the other way around? What if he's a single father? Or he at least has primary responsibility for his children and he's out on a date with you. Would you be expecting him or say you're treating? Because, at some point, hopefully you're gonna treat him.
Right.
Would you, be okay with a single father asking for you to pay for the
Why
kids
does my
too?
phone keep freezing up?
Wi-Fi. You there?
I am. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it keeps freezing up. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. I think. Well, consider my situation. Absolutely. Like I definitely would. But from off the rip, like on a first date, I would because by that time, hopefully, we would have already established ourselves. But still in the first date, it's still like you still getting to know somebody.
Right.
So I think, for me, with me and how I feel about kids, yeah. But at the same time, it's sometimes you also got to take every individual as an individual, because say for instance, you feel comfortable asking me this, like who's to say we're gonna get a second date,
Mm-hmm.
and then that
Hello?
yeah, I'm still here. It's just like
Oh,
I'm just kind of confused on my words. It's like now I just pay for you and everybody in your house pretty much food.
yeah.
But I think once again it's just like how you prepare for yourself to go on a date, make sure your kids is also set. And if that's the case, why would you wait until after you finish eating to actually start ordering your kids' foods? Like if we're going out on a date and you know your kids are gonna be hungry while we're out or whatever, just make that preparation. Hey, look, do you mind stopping by the store? Do you mind stopping by, here, here, here to pick up my kids something to eat, before we go out to eat?
Right.
So that, eliminates, any distractions or, oh my gosh, I forgot I gotta get my kids something, because like why would you let your kids be sitting there waiting for you to come back? Because a
Right.
lot of times
And
when
then you
people, a
leaving
lot of times
banking
I said,
on somebody else providing for your children.
so if they didn't do it, then were you still gonna have the money to pay for your kids' food, or are you solely waiting on, oh well, I'm gonna go out here so I can get this free meal off this person?
Right.
So that's how I feel about it. But of course, babe, it's package deal. But gentleman's a gentleman, so I appreciate him saying what he said.
Right.
You
We
know,
ain't
some
talking
church.
about
Yeah,
church's chicken.
you hear him?
I didn't
So on
hear much of
Tuesday,
anything else
man,
he
what you
said,
say?
but I
It's your
sure heard that church's
chicken
chicken.
special. Because you just babe, the kids.
Lord. All righty. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being part of the show. We always appreciate your 1.5 cents.
The next time, just if you don't like it, leave it alone. But what's $10? You might be helping somebody, man. You feeding the children. You giving $10 that day, so you doing more than what you. That's a good deed, man. They might be hungry. You might be the only meal they had. So
Well, if that's the case,
you
I
can
mean,
choose to leave it
that's your
alone.
heart, Jermaine. That's how you are and how you think. And I can't do nothing but love and respect it.
And he
But
has
in
spoken.
reality, as a woman, please don't let your hustle be a man. Don't let your hustle be a man. Don't let your children's stomachs bank on a man's pockets. You know what I mean? That's the thing for me. And if that's the struggle she's in, she sure ain't in a position to be dating.
Well, if she did, too
My baby just want to help.
I know. That's just how he is.
Oh man.
bad. Yeah. So that's $10. I done lost $10 before.
Yeah.
But that's what if you're at Marietta Fish Market?
Just what if you had Marriott Fish Market?
Oh nah, we gonna have to just gonna kill hunger.
But what if you out with me, babe? I'm like, hey, I got 2 kids at the house, and
Oh, I say okay, cool, okay. Well,
We'll stop by
they
McDonald's
not.
on the way
Yeah, we'll
home.
stop by McDonald's or
McDonald's. I want to get
yeah.
them something here, so
Well, no, beggars can't be choosers.
Right. Okay, facts.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't big. I ain't saying. I'm just saying that as a thing. I wouldn't even call disrespect nobody like that, cause they asking for a reason. If they just asking for some food, it's for a reason. I can see if they asking for money, but they're asking for food. You can't do nothing with food but eat it. I mean, I don't know. That's just everybody's opinion. I would help though, but if I choose not, I won't deal with it no more. If I don't like it.
we're gonna Marriott Fish Market. And we get all 10 of my god kids something out of there.
No, we
No
gonna have to stop by churches.
churches. What
Yeah,
don't eat that?
I mean, they gonna have you will eat everything when you get hungry. Your mom ever told you?
Nope.
keep walking past that pot and stuff, you know you're gonna be opening it up. Oh no, I don't want that. Yeah, right. Okay, but I was in that refrigerator. But yeah, I would really help. I give them a 10 piece. You can. It's ways to feed them without killing your pocket, man.
Yeah,
But first
I can
off,
agree with that.
it's the problem that she got us at Marriott Seafood and they hungry. In the first place. But like,
Right.
hold on, skirt. Can we take this money and feed my
I
kids?
told you. That's what I said. You make sure your kids are fed before y'all go out.
Yeah, I want to go to Marietta now. That's a different
Right. But while I have you on, how was the parade?
Oh, back in here. Oh, we got you turned down, baby. You gotta listen off the phone because we look. He looking at the TV screen too, so we looking at both. So we didn't want to turn you up on the TV because it's gonna echo back on us.
Right.
She said, "How was the parade?"
thing. Oh, it was good. I really enjoyed it. That was the first time I went to a parade down there. Yep, I didn't get to go to the one in '95, so made this one.
Gotcha.
That was the
Gotcha.
year I graduated.
In 1995. Mm. So was it as fast? Because I heard that the parade was fast. Was it
It was
fast?
super fast.
Listen, you would have thought the police was really pulling them over. It's one day get out of pass to speed down Peachtree. I'm talking like it was fast, Aaron. Like literally
You had
fast.
to run and have your phone ready. Like, hold on, next car, get ready, I had to run by. And it was too fast. They should have
Well,
slowed
we're
down for.
not experienced at these events, okay? Unfortunately, we don't have a history. Like, okay, the last time they had one was 1995.
They should have went as slow as they possibly can, considering the last time they won one is 1995. They should have been going 5 miles an hour so everybody can see them. Because it's no telling the next time we will be
Watch
seeing
math.
this.
Watch math. You could have
Hopefully, it'll
just
be sooner
said that
than
they could have
later.
done it slower.
Hopefully, it'll be sooner than later.
Right. So, did they have a band?
No,
Uh-uh.
just cars, just everything with cars, no band. They had a DJ on the back of a
Yeah.
couple of the trucks, but it was mainly just vehicles.
Yeah, they had the cops that come by in the parade first, and then it was like DJs on the back. Yeah, like you said, it was DJs on the back of the thing, like with the headset, like the whole DJ booth set up.
Mm. Oh, poor ATL, but we got to get some more winning in so we can learn how to do this parade and celebration thing the right way.
You would thought it was on a time crunch. I was like, goodness gracious, because we was at the very beginning of the parade, right when they initially started. So we was at was it Peachtree?
Peachtree Street.
Yeah, Peachtree
Mhm.
Street, and it was literally packed. It was fun. I can say, like, for me experiencing it, and I'm not even, ATLian now, but I enjoyed it. It was like everybody was so nice. People was all excited. People came from people on the train. They came from like South Carolina. Um, it was fun because a lot of people took the train down there. So I think the fun part was like when we was actually waiting for the trains to load or whatever. People was
Mhm.
doing the
The tomahawk,
yeah, the little chant thing
chant.
in the tunnel part, and even on our train going back to the cart. It was like everybody in our whole entire cart was doing the little tomahawk, the little chant, yeah, the chop chant thing, and that was pretty cool to see.
Right. I mean, and one thing about Atlanta, or at least with the Braves, is that like nobody really hates the Braves, because like we get a little hate from for the Hawks, a little hate for the Falcons, but the Braves have like a nationwide fan base. Because if you remember Granddad in South Carolina, Grandma, they were Braves fans. Eddie is a Braves fan, our cousin that lives in South Carolina. Of course, my father was a Braves fan. It was just they were the family team. And I don't even know of anybody else rooting for any other baseball team besides the Atlanta Braves.
Right. I think even up and down the East Coast, especially the southern regions, everybody was pretty much a Braves fan.
Yeah,
Um,
because I think I want to say you have the Braves, the Dodgers, maybe the Yankees, the Red Sox. Who else?
the Indians, Cleveland Indians.
I don't know no Indians fans. I don't. Which I'm not even a baseball fan. So, but
Right. That.
I,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah,
It's it. That's right. If you're a Atlanta sports fan, man, you loving that we won the championship.
Yeah, it means a lot to the city. Like
Yeah.
we don't have a lot to hang our hats on in terms of championships.
Right.
And it's not just clinching a division, but it's actually winning the whole thing. That's a big deal because it's the curse of Atlanta. Like we may go far and just fall flat.
Flat.
You know, we ain't got,
Heartbreak.
you ain't have to do it like that, bro. Talk about flat.
because of heartbreak.
Yeah, we had our heartbroken year after year. Like it was so bad. It was the bottom of the ninth. We're waiting on the last out. It was 7-0, and I was still waiting for that final out to believe that we won.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to jump into it.
Just didn't want to jump into it.
Yeah, like you ain't getting your hopes up. No, no. And then especially like after game 5, when they hit that grand slam and what it was 4-0 for so long, and then we ended up losing that
Oh
game. Like,
yeah,
yeah, no, no, we're not getting excited anymore. Nope, not doing it.
yeah. But I'm glad they won on my birthday. So, whoop, whoop.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you were a good luck charm then, cuz. Thanks for coming down.
No problem. Anytime next year, I'll do the same thing again. Hopefully, we'll do it
You
again.
so stupid.
Right. Repeat. Repeat.
But it
Repeat
was
and
fun though.
repeat.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a very good experience. Y'all should have seen some of the shirts that people was making all kinds of shirts out there trying to
Baby,
see.
let me tell you,
Oh yeah,
this is
boy, they had some
Atlanta, okay?
crazy cliches on their shirts.
Yeah.
This is
Mhm.
it, boy. We can't say it
Yes.
Everybody
all.
look,
We can't say.
everybody became an entrepreneur that night. Everybody
Yes.
had a cricket, the little press thing, boy. Everybody brought everything out the woodworks to sell. From
What about the dudes selling dollar shots, right? And
yeah,
get what kind of dollar shots they was. Damn. What brand of liquor it was.
What?
look at Aaron's face. Look at that face.
What brand of liquor was it?
So them dollar shots of
So
liquor out there.
yeah, Aaron. Everybody became an entrepreneur that night.
That was
I realized that Atlanta is home of all entrepreneurs. Um,
Oh, yes.
everybody was selling everything from t-shirts that said, "What was it? We're not. Of course,
I'm
families
a
and stuff.
brave.
Yeah, what is it, babe? Is it? I'm a brave. Is it GD on the
Mhm.
shirt?
Mhm.
I'm a
But see,
brave
one thing about it,
motherfucker.
Atlanta is home of of entrepreneurship, period.
Yeah.
But when it comes to celebrating the city, no matter what team it is, when it comes to celebrating, we are very creative.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
so because first of all, one of the city slogans is ATL ho. Okay, so
Oh
you
yeah. And
know
then somebody had that, but somebody
if
had the
that's
BR.
the
Somebody had the
national, I mean, if
B.
that's the like the city's chant, like you see it in windows. If you go
What?
to our bar on the corner of Edgewood and Hilliard, they have it in the window. That's the light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
God.
this is how we do. So
Pe- Somebody
and
had the
you
championship.
say it like a greeting or a
Somebody had the
salutation.
championship shirt, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice, babe." And then all of a sudden, he turned around. It said, "We champions BITC," and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh my god!" And it was the front part looked so nice. I said, "Oh, these are nice." He turned around, and then somebody else had a shirt said MF, like the whole word spelled out. What was that one, babe? It was an MF something. I
Oh, that's just what
one of the guy with the pearls. He said,
Oh
he
yeah.
Yeah, it was like all kinds of stuff on there. People, the guy was talking about he had a cooler walking around. He said, "I'm selling drinks, kid drinks, friendly drinks, and I'm selling adult drinks as well." And he had what was it, babe? The shots. It was like some Atlanta bro taker,
Some what?
the Taka vodka, whatever that is.
I have no idea.
It was something that I was like, "What in the world?"
That's regular.
Well, you have to realize, like I said, we haven't had many opportunities to celebrate things in Atlanta, but we are also home of Freaknik. So that's really
Mm,
where that sense of creativity came from. Historically, that you went to Freaknik to get the T-shirts. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Those were the souvenirs, $5 T-shirts, all
yeah.
kinds. You know what I mean? So we haven't had, Freaknik is gone. 1995 was probably the last year we had Freaknik. You know what I mean? So it gave us a chance to get back to that vibe. I mean, we haven't had a chance to really just shut the city down. Because anytime we have tried, the city has shut us down. So,
Right.
this was like, hey, you got people out there, I guarantee you, they couldn't even tell you the score of the last game, let alone, did we win or, what was the count? Was it, 4-3 or what? But they were just like, "Oh, this is an opportunity to turn up. This is the ATLianest thing to do right now." Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't working, I'd have been out there.
I know you would have right along with us.
Yeah. And
You
now I
and
wouldn't have been
Cousin
out there by
V
myself.
hollering.
And I'd have been on the fringes because, coronavirus still out there. I ain't fooling
Oh,
with
oh,
you.
we was masked up now. Trust me, we was masked up the whole way. We weren't playing that. I was like, nope, nope, can't do it.
See, tell
It
me.
was a lot of people. The good thing was that it was a lot of people that were masked up, but then it was also people that were just like oblivious to the whole thing. And I was like, nope, we stayed close away from everybody. Like when the trains like jam packed, we was like, no, we'll just get on the next one. Every train we got on was like hardly little to number. It was people like literally on the train carts, and they was literally smashed into the cart.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what in the world, y'all? Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Other than the bus going through at an alarming rate.
You hear him?
Yes.
What's
And I
wrong?
mean, because that's the one thing that I heard was that it was fast.
Yeah, because it was like but it started at 12 o'clock, and I think by 12, by 10 after 12, the whole entire thing was over.
Mm.
Like,
And
And I
that
can
and
tell
that
because so
includes the
that
that includes the security, because they had security like cops in between the carts and stuff like that. That includes that. I think every bit of it was maybe 10 minutes long at the absolute most. And I think the only reason why I can say that is because we stood there for a while, like, okay, who else coming by? And it was like nobody else came by. We just
yeah,
stood there,
everybody was waiting like they were waiting at the end of a Marvel movie.
like
oh
somebody else
Lord,
gonna
trying to
show
watch
up.
the credits. But I mean, and I could tell that it really wasn't that packed, or I mean not that packed, it didn't last that long because, again, I'm the warehouse operations manager and I had 3 drivers out on all sides of the city, including Cobb County, as well as a couple deliveries downtown. We had some on Edgewood, and then some out 20. And none of my drivers were like, "Oh, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm stuck in traffic." They all were able to finish their routes with no issues. And I had to take a delivery out from Fulton Industrial to Lithonia,
Mm,
and I had no issues. So I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess it's over. I don't know."
right. They were flying through there. Cause I was like, we all said it because they did like little confetti, little pop thing. I was like, oh shoot, something else about to come. And we just sat there and sat there and sat there, and then people, and I knew something like was off when, of course, Coca Cola's the headquarters is down here,
Yep.
and then it was like they were coming by with cases of Coke. It was like, all right, does anybody want a whole case of Coke Zero? Does anybody want these and that? I was like,
No.
why are y'all trying to give up this stuff? The price still on. And all of a sudden, everybody was still standing there. All right, babe, I guess that's it. We still kept turning around, looking, seeing if something else was coming. Nothing else came. That parade was fast.
Wow.
I think that was going at least, 35, 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, Lee. Oh, all right. Atlanta. So y'all gonna have to win next year so we can do it again and do it the right way. Cause
Yeah, please
we're
do.
not gonna have out of towners talking about our parade.
Yeah, just a smidge fast. I said y'all ain't had no bands in between. Y'all could have, had like Morris Brown or Clark Atlanta or shoot the football team from Georgia walk through and wave or goodness gracious, some high school band. I said all them schools that were out that day too. I said y'all could have picked up a high school band to stretch it out, but nope.
Right. All righty. Well, thanks for reporting live from downtown
Yeah, Courtney does
Atlanta.
reporting live. Y'all got a DJ sitting out booming up some music to. But it was fun. I really enjoyed myself. The whole experience. It was cool getting up that morning, going in there.
All righty. Thank you, ma'am. I'm about to wrap up the show, so goodbye.
Oh, all right, reporting live. Thanks for having us.
All right, cuz love you.
Love you too. Bye.
All righty. So show ended up being a lot longer than I expected, but that is fine. Um, so before I get out of here, once again, shout out to the Atlanta Braves for winning the World Series. We are the champs. We them people. Y'all fill in the blank. Y'all know people ain't really the word to go there, but this is PG-13 programming. All right. But nevertheless, I hope you guys have a great week, a great rest of your weekend, whatever is left. Stay safe, and we'll do it again next weekend. It is the Saturday Sit Down. I'm your host, Miss Erin Bull. See you later.